Hey everyone, episode 100 coming up in just a few seconds, maybe minutes, depending on whatever. Guys, I just wanted to thank you. No sponsors today. Well, you'll hear in a minute, but you're all sponsors. Every single one of you. Thank you so much for sticking with us for 100 episodes. It's just awesome. It's really, really awesome. I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate it. I don't even know what to say. I did not see us getting to this point. I never really imagined it. So I really appreciate it. It snuck up on us too. So thank you all. Thank you all so much for rating, review, subscribing. We were on the iTunes charts again this week. So thank you all so much. Audio quality on this, same thing as last time. It kind of peaked a little, so sorry about that. The volume might be a little bit lower, and that's just so we don't blow out your eardrums, so you can choose to blow them out yourself. And yeah, that's it, man. Guys, thank you so much. The Patreon bonus episode is coming this week. It is going to be pretty long. It's all the outtakes from the Stannys. I think there's even going to be some awards in there that weren't on the show, and I'll put those all up soon. I just have to put them together. I wanted to combine the two episodes, so there was just so much editing involved. So I will put that up soon. And then I think I'm going to do another outtakes episode after that if I can. I have so many outtake clips, so it's just so much work. All right. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. Guys, thank you so much again. Every single one of you has helped us. We list all the Patreon fans, but there's more of you that aren't Patreon fans that we really appreciate. So guys, thank you. That's all I can say. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys. And enjoy episode 100. Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Horror Show, the show that dissects, mutilates, dismembers, and butchers all of your favorite and not so favorite horror movies and other horror-related events. I'm Sean.
I'm Joe.
I'm Paul.
Guys, before we start this episode 100. Holy
We made it.
shit.
We did it.
That's unbelievable. This guy's here.
Did you know this is episode 100?
Yep.
Did you?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
I dressed up, motherfucker.
What?
Dressed down, motherfucker.
Dress down to dress up. Get up to get down. But we would not be at episode 100 if it wasn't for the fans. For real. I know it's fucking corny cliche bullshit to say, but dude, our fans are fucking incredible. They're absolutely awesome. And the hugest, most sincere thank you to Matt Dowdy, Casey Cotter, David Allen, Tab Carson, Robert Potts, Elliot Cole, Ryan Sawyer, and Catherine Mitchell. These people not only are a group of like really amazing people, really like, I mean, they're friends at this point, but they have helped the show financially more than I can even imagine. Like to the point where I actually feel terrible about taking those people's money. They donate money, they buy our merchandise, and thank them so much, seriously. And then I also want to thank absolutely all of our Patreon members. And I'm going to do that right now. So you could probably skip forward unless you want to hear your name. But this show is brought to you by all of these cats. Mandy K from the Great White North, Melissa from Australia, her boyfriend Dre, who's not from Australia, Justin L,
Stephen M, Brian A, Tiffany the Teenage Witch, Topanga L, our silent benefactor, Scuba Steve, Heather R, Rachel B, Ashley M, Stephen B from Chi-Town, Brian S, Thom Tom, Aubrey S, Justine C, Jeremy R, Sean K, Dusty Day Day C, Wes J, Andrew G, Sagan M, Jackson the Go-Getter shooting from the elbow, Derek B, Daniel H, Chris M, Ian L, Armando M, Brendan S, Michael M, John H, Brian W, Tioni W, Elise, the French Canadian, John L, Bryant, Tim F, Richard H, Josh B, Byron F, Jacob J, the Trash Can Man, Lorena V, Kicks in Chaos, Inconspicuous, Jim O, Faisal J, Stephanie B, Jack to the Future, Joseph C, Jack P, Jessica from England, and Lynn Sky. Thank you all so much.
Definitely.
We cannot thank you guys enough for all of your donations. It means so much to us. Like, it's crazy. Like, even if you fucking gave us $1, like, I can't believe that. Like, it's amazing. So I just want to thank you guys all so much. And without you guys, we would not be here.
No.
We would not be at 100 episodes right now. Or we would, and I'd be fucking broke as shit. No, we wouldn't be here. I would have had to stop. There's no way my wife would have let me continue on with this.
Yeah, no.
With the
Plus,
equipment
I wouldn't
upgrades
want
and
to if we no one was listening to us.
Well, that's a good point. We probably would have given up. We are not above saying that we're not just doing this for fun. I mean, we do it for fun, but
Oh yeah, we're fucking sellouts.
we're sellouts to the umpteenth degree. But like, really, I mean, like,
You see the fucking gold chain Joe bought?
you want to be successful. You want to be successful, and it's all because of our fans that we're successful. Like, it's not. It's just because of you guys. Like the kind notes we get, and I asked people for like mailbag things, and all these motherfuckers just sending us nice notes. Like, you guys are the best.
That's awesome.
But like, you know,
Very humbling.
would have liked some questions. That's what I'm saying. So happy 100 episodes. I don't know if I'll keep any of that in, but we just got a tweet that sent Paul off the rails. Come closer to the mic, please, because you're just gonna end up sitting back there.
I don't even know what to do.
Oh man. So
Holy shit.
Stannys. Let's go. Let's wrap up the Stannys.
Let's do it.
We have 10 more categories left in the Stannys. They are. I'm not going to read them. I'm just going to
Just do it.
Let's
Yeah.
just jump into it.
You read 'em last
All right. Best bad movie. Island of the Alive.
Nope.
Okay.
Wow. Rumpelstiltskin.
Nope.
Toolbox Murders.
I put that light years ahead of
Yeah.
any
Ice Cream Man. Luther the Geek. Castle Freak. And Chopping Mall.
freak.
I think so. I've come to love Castle Freak, but I've come to love most of these.
I loved Rumpelstiltskin.
I do too.
Rumpelstiltskin was genuinely funny because I knew exactly what it was.
I mean,
And
it was
just
bizarre.
outrageous in the voices and
Oh, my steed.
But like, if you came to me and was like, would
Dude,
you
when he's
rather
on a
watch
motorcycle-
Castle Freak or Rumpelstiltskin?
Yeah.
the guy says Uncle Shitskin.
That is funny.
I don't know. It depends on my mood. Like, if I wanted to laugh, I'll pick Rumpelstiltskin. Because I'm not going to laugh at Castle Freak.
And I'm
So maybe that doesn't belong in there.
I'm also
Castle
gonna
Freak
throw-
is like better made.
It
Yeah.
is. It's just stupid, but it's good. It's Stuart
It's like a
Gordon.
good bad movie.
Yeah,
As
I
opposed to
know.
this bad
Best
funny movie.
bad movie. Yes, you're right. Yeah. Rump?
I think it's Rump.
Rump.
And I am a fan of Chopping Mall. But
I
I,
have
think
to.
it's Rump. Chopping Mall I enjoyed quite a bit.
Yeah, I do love Chopping Mall. Best death. Friday the 13th, part 3. The nut shot.
The Split.
The split. And
He's killing everyone.
although I loved his nut shot in this one with that axe when he splits that guy through the
That's
nuts.
what I was gonna say. When you talk about Jason's best kills, I think the sleeping bag comes up a lot.
Yep.
And the other one is the handstand.
Yeah.
The handstands are great.
And it does
such a deep wound. He gets all the way in, like his first blow. It gets down to like his belly button.
It's brutal. I mean, this movie, I like the kills a lot.
Yeah.
It's like the most physically imposing Jason.
The burning boat massacre. A kill I forgot. The burning when he kills the Hua.
Through the window.
Yeah, but he sticks shears in her and just starts turning him.
Awesome kill scene.
Fantastic kill scene.
Like maybe one of the best ever. He stabs her in the guts with a pair of scissors.
And Savini magic, you see it go right into the gut. You see
he
pierce the
turns
flesh.
it.
Yeah.
He turns it. Yeah, it's like a tight shot on it. It's nuts. And blood is everywhere.
Everywhere. And
It's
she
awesome.
falls backwards through a fucking window.
Yeah.
Glass shatters. And, he's still just stabbing away.
Yeah, and I am in love
Yeah.
at this point.
It's-
Like, I'm like, this is it. Like, I love this movie.
And the best thing about it is, in context with the rest of the movie, Cropsy has no reason to do this to this poor girl.
Yeah,
Cropsy wants to get back at the kids that fucking did this to him.
that's a really great point because, yeah.
Maniac cop, cement asphyxiation. Where the guy trips in cement and then he just fucking.
So what's the next kill?
It cuts to some guy like
Oh,
loading up shit in his car, and then he just has handcuffs slapped on him.
Yeah, Maniac Cop just throws some handcuffs on him, and the guy gets away.
The guy gets away, but then trips and falls into wet cement. By the way, it's like 2 a.m, so it would have clearly been. There's no one pouring cement. There's no truck around. It was just a pile of wet cement.
Falls in wet
The
cement.
Maniac Cop pushes his head down and holds
Smothers
it,
him.
smothers him in it, and then it comes to the next day. People just jackhammering,
Jackhammering around his body. and, like, they were doing it in the most unprofessional way that you would assume that they were just working on the concrete and not actually trying to get him out. Like,
First
they
of
were
all-
just like, I got work to do.
First of all, they clearly didn't use like a dummy. It was clearly just a guy laying because they're jackhammering so far away from
Yeah,
him that they didn't want to hurt him.
It didn't look like they were actually trying to get him out.
No.
And then this one's gonna be hard to pass up. Dr. Giggles, the stomach like drain clearing stomach pump scene. That was insane. That was like one of the most insane things I've ever seen in my life.
So the mom was eating ice. Or not the mom. The lady was eating ice cream.
Yes.
Dr. Giggles.
And she's smearing it all over the mirror.
Why is she doing that?
It's
She's mad?
insane. It's insane. I guess she's like doing the like crazy girlfriend upset thing, which
Yeah.
no one does. Maybe they do. I feel terrible for whoever has to deal with that, but that's mental illness though.
In the back or in the reflection of the mirror, she sees a doctor's bag.
Yes. And Giggles is there, and he says, "All that fat, all that sugar. We've got to take better care of ourselves. Don't worry." His puns are so long. Don't worry. We'll get it out. We'll get it out of your system.
This scene is
Dude.
vile.
It is the most disgusting thing. So he picks up this thing that looks like a Roto-Rooter, but again, I think it's just a modified stomach pump.
Yeah.
It's not really a Roto-Rooter, but there is a Roto-Rooter attachment to it, which is a blade that spins that collects fucking hair out of a sink.
Yes.
But it's that, but inside of a stomach pump. And he crams this down her throat and turns it on. And like, I'm getting nauseous thinking about it. And we cut, he crams this down her throat, turns it on, and we cut to a bowl where there's like the end of the tube is going into
The pump.
the pump. Yeah, is going into like it's the discharge. And at first, you see fucking ice cream coming out.
So thick.
Which is fucking also disgusting. Like, let alone the blood. I don't want to see somebody get their fucking stomach pumped. Like, that's for hospitals. And it's in a bowl. It's the bowl where the ice cream was. It was like a giant serving bowl, clear bowl. So it's not even like,
And the consistency of this liquid makes it even gross.
dude, it's vile. And it's pouring in, and then all of a sudden it's just like, and then all of a sudden we start seeing blood mixing with the fucking partially digested ice cream in a fucking bowl, and I'm about to vomit just talking about it. I legitimately, I'm like about to
gagging.
gag. I legitimately like was gagging while I watched it and almost vomited. Like,
Sean has a week. Like I once told him a story about maggots, and he was dry heaving.
dude, it's rotten shit. It's cream. It's dairy, and it's dairy mixed with blood is like vile. Like this is the most disgusting shit I've ever seen in my life. Pumping partially digested. It must have smelled like shit in there. God, it was so fucking gross, but it was amazing, right?
It was a great
I've
scene.
never seen
It was a
anything
great
like that in
scene.
my life.
Yes.
Dude, that was more brutal than anything that they've ever shown in like Hostel or anything like that.
It was gross.
It was amazing.
This is for the best one.
This is best death.
I mean, that's the grossest one.
I know.
Burning's the best.
I got sick. The boat massacre.
Yeah.
I know. It's so good. Fucking fingers flying everywhere.
Yeah, and like the way
And he pops up with the
yeah.
shears.
Yeah, it's really good. All right, Burning. It
Incredibly
is.
well done.
Congratulations, Burning. This one is one of those like awards where you don't have contenders. It's just like a
Open slate.
no. It's just like it's got a winner. It's just like determined before this show.
Oh, okay.
Like the Jimmy V Award. Doesn't he have an award? Maybe he doesn't.
Yeah.
It
Like a
does.
Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah.
The Betty Toxic Award for Best Child Death goes to House 3.
But does it?
Oh, wait, because the kid lives? Wait, does the kid live or is
Who
he
the fuck
dead?
knows? What about It's Alive? They're all kids.
All slaughtered. And they're all shot, right?
No, House 1, the kid lives.
House 1. Oh, House 3.
House 3's when the killer just kills him.
Turkey. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's really good.
But then they are back. Red
Are you
Hour.
thinking of the
back.
same thing?
Yeah, in House 3 at the very end when the guy fucking comes with his like chocolate deliveries or whatever,
Wait,
but the
was
whole
that
family's
real?
there.
I think we're thinking of
It
different
was
things. Doesn't the
real.
killer kill a kid in the opening scenes?
The girl cuts her head off and throws it at Lance.
Oh, that one. Yeah. I forgot about
Was that a kid or was that like a teenage girl? That was a kid, wasn't it?
It was like a child.
I don't think it was a child.
I think we're embarrassing ourselves right now. We know nothing about the movies we watched.
I don't think this award's going to make it to the show. All right, the Sean Impression Award. Now, this is not my best impression. It's just named after me, which is
You
an
have to
honor.
do it in the impression.
I don't know if I can do any of these.
The impression.
Tone. I'm actually gonna because
This is a rascal. King of them.
rascal. So speaking of that voice, Tone Loc impression from episode 61, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Of just fake technology that did not exist.
Yes.
Love that.
Me
like
too.
Blank Check.
Blank
Clarissa explains
Check.
it all. Blank Check has like the ultimate fake technology.
That kid buys $50 million worth of stuff with $1 million blank check. There's no way all that shit adds up.
No.
Also, Tone Loc needs some more work.
Tone Loc is the fucking shits. And his voice hurts me to listen to. It's not even enjoyable to listen to him talk. It hurts, dude. It fucking hurts. Again. Give me back my check.
You know he's like a legit crip.
That's good. So I should probably stop making fun of him. I'm sorry. Tone Loc.
Was in it? No.
No, we just for some reason did it. Betty gave us the timestamp, so I'm going to
Timestamp.
include all these impressions so you can hear them. So
I
Tone-
want to hear you do an impression of what you think it sounded like and then hear what it actually
All right,
sounded
but I don't know what the fuck. Why were we talking about Tone Loc and Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
I don't know.
Blank Check, maybe. Is there a connection
Ace
there?
Ventura.
Hey, Tone, put on those big ass size 13 and kick it for the homeboys.
Fucking Colmatina.
Fucking Colmatina. Fucking idiot. Uncle Rumpel impression from episode 57. This is both Joe and Sean are nominated for this one. We both had our Uncle Rumpels.
Oh, is that why he decided to talk like a fucking who's he talking like in this?
Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando the entire movie. Well,
I did not put that together.
dude, how could you not? His voice changes every fucking scene. Sometimes he's like, "Hey, what's the problem?" And you're like, "Whoa, that's weird." And then other times he's like, "Hello,
hello, I'm Rumpelstiltskin. And you're like, oh, and then,
That's pretty good.
And then he goes back to like, hey, I'm Rumpelstiltskin. You're like, what the fuck?
He got a broom shoved in his throat. What do you expect him to do?
You try yours. Yours is the best, by the way.
Who, Paul's?
No, yours
What does he say?
on the spot. It's like,
Oh,
Well, thou take a gander up my frock.
that's it.
My noblest steed.
Southern people from episode 53, Castle Freak, from me. I think that's when I did the goofy voice.
In the movie Green Street Hooligans,
Yes.
the kid who plays, I can't think of his name, but he plays Jax on Sons of Anarchy. He's very much British, and he was awarded by some magazine worst British accent of the year because he was doing like a different dialect, like I don't know what it was called, but a different dialect. And
Oh, that's
he was like
interesting.
hamming it up. So it'd be like us doing like a Southern accent.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So that makes
Is
sense.
that your Southern accent?
Oh, yeah, it is. I have family down there, so they're probably upset. Insulting all of our Southern fans. No, dude, that's like closer to. I was like, "Hi there!"
It's like a cartoon.
Yeah,
Slacked
it was
on
insane.
Yoko.
Yeah. Impression of a young girl from episode 68 in Dolls. I have no idea. I was probably like,
That's all of them.
"Hello there."
Ralph. I mean,
Ralph is a terrible
he's out of
actor.
control.
And the little girl is awful.
Yeah, I try not to get on little kids because they're not actors, but she's. Yeah.
Are you getting paid?
She's
She's
probably.
getting paid.
Yeah.
She took a check. You better fucking learn how to act, kid. Oh, mommy. Oh, I saw the elves.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Shut up. JK. The parents are so abusive. I don't need to be abusive to her.
She has a rough go.
Dude, insane. Let's just get into this.
And the mom impression from episode 64, Ice Cream Man. This is Joe. Joe's impression of the mom who was like having
So many weird scenes that are
Oh,
happening.
okay. So the girl character, the friend, she goes home and she just she just walks into the house and the mother's just like and the father's like the angel's speaking through her again.
Angel Gabriel is talking to her. Never comes back.
Never comes back.
Wait,
and the other kids are like, her mom's acting weird again.
They're like, dude, you think it's gonna be a plot point because you see it and the girl walks away, and I was like, holy shit, that was the most random, uncalled for scene, knowing that it's full well it's not coming back, obviously. And then it cuts to the kids, and they're like, hey, have you heard about her mom? She's fucking crazy, and her dad's a minister. And I'm like, oh wait, maybe it is coming back.
No, it doesn't.
No,
It's just the most random scene.
No, two random scenes crammed together. It was so
And the
dumb.
noise she's making is so obnoxious. Like, it gave me goosebumps. It was that obnoxious.
Dude, it was literally like oh, the Angel Gabriel.
Stupid face she's making.
So many weird scenes. So many weird scenes.
He knew exactly what it was.
That was,
He didn't hesitate.
They walk into the house. That has nothing to do with the movie.
no, it never comes back.
The kid walks into the house and the dad's like, actually, he's like, Mom's sick again. She's like,
It's like an exorcism. It's like a demonic possession that never plays a role in the film.
It's so stupid.
It's so fucking weird. So best impression. What do you guys think? I don't
I'm
know.
not voting on this.
I know it's kind of weird for us to vote on it. Paul, what's the best impression?
Uncle fucking Rump, man.
But by Joe, I go by Joe. I think Joe.
Well, the thing with Uncle Rumple is in the movie, there's actually different like
Yeah, you're
dialects
right.
of
His
Rump.
voice changes.
It's
completely
different.
from scene to scene. You're right. So maybe it is both fitting. So we both win Uncle Rumple impression, episode 57. That's funny shit. Mangle Expert of the Year, new category this year. We got Terry's death metal record from the gate.
And I guess we should talk about Terry's findings prior to this.
When he's listening to music?
Yeah.
First of all, The interpretation of what heavy metal music is so ridiculous.
Dude.
Just listening to chant, like Gregorian chants.
Gregorian chants, and then a guy just talking, telling a story. About
If I bought a metal
mythology.
CD and some guy is fucking talking about bullshit, I'd be so pissed.
It's almost a Man-O-War CD, but at least Man-O-War played music.
But at least Manowar, like, yeah, like Venom talks about bullshit, but at least they play music. This guy was just as an audiobook.
Dude, it was an audiobook. He's basically saying like demons are gonna rise and take over the earth.
He's
and-
also reading the exact thing that the Geo just said.
Yes, 100%.
So why does this metal band know that?
That's the question we want to know.
But we don't find out.
No, no, we don't. The song is just talking about utter nonsense, but Terry pieces it together. This might be what they're dealing with at the house.
Yeah.
And he looks through the album insert and he's seeing images of geodes and gates and shit.
This band,
This band is insane.
fucking something else.
Also, the biggest insert ever. It's a book. It's like the Necronomicon.
It's the book that goes along with the audiobook he was listening to.
Yeah.
He's just confused.
I think you're right. But yeah, Glenn goes outside. It's smoking. Terry shows up and reveals to him his findings about this album.
Yeah, it says it's instructions.
Yes.
Here's my note. It says huge LOL at the kid dragging the dog around.
Oh yeah, it's so funny. And then Terry also says, "This can only mean one thing. We got demons." Okay,
Of course.
I don't know how you come to that
He's
conclusion.
like, hey,
Terry, but
I have
sure.
this weird record that I never noticed, but check out these lyrics. The lyrics are
everything.
like, "There's a gate in your backyard."
Calls him by name.
Hey, Terry, there's a gate in your backyard. The girl with a book in Rumpelstiltskin.
And she knows so much about Rumpelstiltskin.
So fucking much.
So much.
She's stopping my fire fucking chaff.
And somehow Rumpelstiltskin is watching a video of them on a rock.
Yeah.
And is like, I'm gonna kill her. And then she just dies.
He can telepathically choke her while watching her through a rock crystal ball.
rock crystal.
Like, why doesn't he just do that to Shelly and take the fucking baby?
Yeah, and that's when we learn that the baby has to be in the mother's arms by sunrise, which has already happened, but we'll ignore the first time. It's got to be the second night, I guess.
Why do they go to the cemetery?
Because
Rumpelstiltskin.
Uncle Rumpel takes the baby to the
Rump muffin.
Rump Muffin takes the baby to the cemetery because I
He
don't know
needs
if
to
it's
put
like
the baby in another mother's arms, I think. So that's
so
why
he
he
uses
puts
a corpse.
That's why he puts it in the corpse, I think.
No, I don't think so. I think it was just stupid. I really do.
By the way, most of these characters never have names.
Yeah.
It's always like shopkeep.
It's better that way.
Shopkeep at Rumpelstiltskin, and it's like that witch in Rumpelstiltskin that's like, oh, he was turned into this stone 1,000,000 years ago. And a teardrop hits it. House 3, the cop, or the guy that
No,
was
he
studying.
knows
knew he
everything about
electrocu-
people that get electrocuted and come back to life.
Which has happened exactly 0 times ever before that.
The professor tells this guy that he's going to go through that he'll go through like his entire family and kill him as it goes. I don't know how this guy knows this already, but
Oh, he goes to the school of Mangler.
oh yeah, he's got the main book.
You just learn bullshit about things that aren't real.
I've got a huge book on people that just recently died and hate your guts.
He's like, I've been studying. He has like an electric chair in his house. He's like, I've been testing
testing himself.
what it's like to
This sucks.
a new addition, Sarah from Popcorn, who was like, who would walk into a scene and be like, hey, you want to know something weird? I think this guy might be Tony with a fake skin mask.
Super.
Everyone's like, I don't know about that. And then like the next scene is like, hi, I'm Tony and I'm wearing a fake skin mask.
Also, at this point, Sarah randomly, or Maggie randomly announces he can change his appearance.
Yeah. I don't know how she would deduce
Dude,
that.
Mangle expert to the max. Like,
Yeah, because she doesn't need to read about it.
she's like Super Saiyan Mangle expert.
It's so stupid.
Dude, she literally like turns the corner in this scene and is like, hey, by the way, Gates can change his appearances. And that's how he got in. And by the way, that's how I knew Toby was the guy.
And by the way, why are they not shutting down the theater if they know that this is happening?
Or call the cops.
I wish he said it. Cut in like that. The Troy McClure voice. You may remember me from. You may remember me as Tony from your class.
But I'm actually the killer. But that's like kind of how it happens. Like the whole movie, she just pops up and is like, "Hey, you know what's weird? I think this is happening." And then like 2 seconds later, it happens. She's like, "Oh, see?" But everyone's like, "I don't know, Sarah." And then this one I kind of forgot about. Librarian from Amityville 2, where the guy's like, "We need to find out more about this house." So they go to the library, and this librarian's like, "Oh yeah." Or first she's like, I don't know. You should probably go look over there. And then she takes him to the book, and then she's like, "Yeah, it's buried on a burial ground, and everyone dies in that house." And she riddles off every fact about the house that they are now looking through a paper trail.
Like, all right, I'm gonna go investigate this house. He goes there in the middle of the night in a blizzard, and as he's like looking at the house, some woman just walks up behind him and is like, "Hey, father, what are you doing here? Are you all right? Can I give you a lift?" And the priest's like, yeah. What? And then that woman turns out to be our mangler expert.
Yep.
Which was awesome. I love a mangler expert. She works for the library.
I'm telling you, dude, we need to write a book. Like,
I know, I really do think
a complete list of mangle experts.
Yeah, and she this librarian explains the whole history of the house. And she's like, "Yeah, it's on an old burial ground." And
Which this is like the origin story. So there's like an origin story to the origin story.
insane.
Yeah.
Insane. And by the way, nothing else from this. Nothing else. This woman just tells him the story, and the priest is like, "All right, you crazy bitch." Then he's like, "I'm just going to go exercise this demon."
Yeah.
I think Mangle Expert of the Year.
How does the Mangler not get nominated?
Oh, for fuck's sake, I forgot. I thought that was last year, even though I wrote these all down. Yeah, so the Mangle.
So that wins. I mean, let's shooting the machine.
And the brother-in-law figures out that this is a possessed machine within like 15 minutes. He's like, "Did you say she cut herself on it?" Now hear me out. Maybe
she's a virgin. He has like a book of like mangle possession.
It's the stupidest fucking movie. It's so just like there's just nothing for you to figure
I think
out.
there's been better Mangle experts than the Mangle.
There's no way I got a book on
that
like
guy,
mangle.
that guy had the. Wait, you're right. You're right. Because that guy's like, "Hey, you know what's weird? I have a book on mangles."
That might actually be what he says.
It is. He's like, I've got a book on possessed mangles at my house.
That guy went. He totally went.
And Ted
Literally calls
Levine's
them
like,
mangles.
and Ted Levine's just
He
like,
helps
"God damn it!"
Ted Levine like progress in his investigation.
And Ted Levine's like annoyed for some reason. Ted Levine's annoyed at that guy the whole movie.
Oh, wait.
To be
Is that
fair,
a great big fat mangle?
to be fair, if you told me that, like, if I was trying to solve something and you're like, "I have a book on mangle," I'd be very annoyed too.
I'd be like, "Well, yeah, I'll take a look at that."
No, you would not.
No chance. I
No, you would
punch
not.
If you told me that.
Ted Levine is like sitting there lamenting about this case of the mangle that he's like, "Oh man, I can't figure it out. This girl's saying the mangle's possessed," and this guy's like, "Hey, I have a book about."
You would tell him to go
possessed
fuck himself. No, you don't. You don't have to.
mangle." Well, at least let me start there. I'm stumped.
The mangle wins.
The mangle wins.
Mango.
Mangle wins. The guy from the mangle.
We've given
The
so many,
brother-in-law.
given so many awards to the things that aren't nominated.
Yeah, I know. I knew that was going to happen though. Best cast. This is an interesting one, and I came up with some good ones. So, urban legend, star-studded to an extent. Scream 3, another great cast. I don't need to go over those guys. Texas Chainsaw 3D. There's an ensemble cast there. I'm not particularly thrilled with them, but you got Trey Songz and a couple others.
Sure.
And then this was the dark horse that I thought of last minute. Maniac Cop. Zedar. Atkins. Campbell.
Bruce Campbell's hardly in that.
He's in it a lot. He's in it beginning to end.
It takes like 40 minutes for him to show up, I feel like.
No. What?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Dude is laying pipe like 11 minutes in.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. And there's some other guys in that you recognize.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull it up real fast.
What about
Jeremy
the burning?
Renner.
He's got that nice cast on while he's in the hospital room.
I knew you were gonna bring up somebody in an actual fucking cast. Some dude with a broken arm, dickhead.
That cast, I'm actually like, it's pretty cool though. It's not bad. Richard Roundtree is also in Maniac Cop.
Yeah.
William Smith.
I might go with Maniac Cop.
It's a really good cast. Corey Michael Eubanks. Maniac Cop.
Yes. Why is this happening?
All right. Now we're down to our top one. These are the last 4 categories. This one was a big winner last year. People like this one. Best guest on the show. We made a little joke. The cat won.
Yeah. Rightfully so.
So I know the winner of this.
Who voted on this?
Just me.
Oh.
So our guest this year, we had my wife Erin. So. My son, pretty bad. Very good. And Paul, who really, put in a lot of time and effort into helping us with a bunch of episodes. Part 3s was brutal, and he did it all. The winner. Okay, I'm gonna put in a drum roll here. Oh, we can do it. The winner is Mike from episode 99.
That's good. Genius.
Mike, congratulations, Mike.
That is great.
I thought it was gonna be fucking Loomis.
Oh, well, that would have been good.
Yeah,
Would've been good.
Loomis was good.
Well, me and Joe had a bunch of different ideas. Like I know throughout the year we've been like, that's who we're gonna give best guess, but I couldn't remember any of them. Like something would fall, and I'd be like, oh, we got to give that Canton best guess. That's basically what we did all year. Like we'd be like, oh, the train will get best guess. So congratulations, Mike. Sorry, Paul. Another Susan Lucci. Always
I can't wait till I die so get it posthumously.
Oh my god, that'll be. I will. I hope you don't die though.
I'd probably pass over me too.
Call your mom.
What?
See if she would vote for you.
Oh. And then you would just vote her.
Yeah.
Paul's mom, thanks for coming on.
Next up, Crispin Glover Most Insane Moment in Film Award. Bruce Lee beats up Mary with kung fu and blames the food he ate. From episode 76 Pieces.
Say no more.
This might be my favorite scene in the movie. Kendall.
This is nuts.
Kendall sees her walking. Mary's walking. I can't even see this up. Mary's walking, and fucking Bruce Lee, this Bruce Lee imitator shows up and starts doing kung fu to her.
Beating the shit out of Mary.
Kicking the shit. Like he literally looks like Bruce Lee. And I think I read online that the guy's name was Bruce Lee, but with only one E. Did you see that? He's a Bruce Lee imitator. And he shows up, he starts kicking the shit out of Mary, doing legit kung fu. She's going, Wah! And she kicks him as hard as he can in the nuts. And he like incapacitates him. He passes out. And then Kendall shows up on her motorbike. And the guy wakes up. And he's like, he's like, what happened? No. She's like, this guy attacked me. He's like, that's my kung fu professor. And he's like, what happened? And the guy's like, I was walking. Next thing I wake up. He's like, must have ate something bad. And everyone just laughs it off and he leaves.
Dude, Mary's even laughing, Mary just got this shit kicked out
He
of her.
mugged her. The guy's acting. He's like legitimately confused.
It is the weirdest. Dude, it was the weirdest thing
Why
I've
is
ever
that in
seen.
the movie?
I have no idea. And by the way, the Bruce Lee guy is just like, all right, see ya, and like runs away. And he says, I was just practicing my kung fu. When something happened, I must have eaten something bad and I fainted.
But that you can't explain that. It's insane. I can't believe that happened in a movie.
Save your breath. You have a sore throat.
I have some other ones. Naked shower fight scene from Maniac Cop. Pretty wild. It's like, hey, check out this fella. Like, you have no idea what their reaction is.
No.
Well, that is, Yeah, until there's a nude shower fight.
So much shanking and slicing.
So much. And
Oh my god, that background music might have been the worst background music
oh
I've
my
ever heard in
god,
my entire
it was
fucking life.
painful. It was
So long and I hated it. It was like Chinese water torture.
oh, it was so bad. But so was that whole nude fighting scene. There was so many like partial butts. I just was not down with it. But ultimately we see him get stabbed in the back and then given like a Joker type
Yeah.
cut
Yeah.
smile on his face. And this goes along with my theory: never fight a naked guy, because Maniac Cop is nude and he's like beating the shit out of him, and he has very good flexibility when he's naked. His leg goes very high, and he's very jacked. I just don't want to fight a naked guy. Even Turkey with a Face, House 3. That scene is fucked up. He comes upstairs and he's having dinner with his family, and fucking he goes to cut the turkey, and the turkey turns its fucking head, and it's got Max's head on it, and Max's disgusting face on it, and it's talking to Lance. It was disturbing, but
It was so stupid.
it was stupid, but it was really good. I don't
Also,
know.
who makes a full turkey for lunch?
And then he goes, "Don't look now, but your family's dead." And Lance looks up, and the entire family's throats are slit, and they're just sitting at the dinner table. That shit is good.
That was a good scene. Minus the turkey.
There's more. Well, I guess the turkey head, my problem is that lasted way too long. Like, I feel like that turkey.
That was your only problem with it? Not this guy's stupid face on a turkey?
Well, yeah, and because he could still just kill them all.
Yeah, he's right there.
And then later on, I mean, not to spoil the end, but like later on, he does kill all of them, and then they're all back to life.
Yeah. It's stupid.
So he did nothing.
And then after, he's
He's
just
still
a
dead, though.
jerk goes. Because after he turns into the turkey, he goes to the TV. He's doing the most ridiculous stand-up routine I've ever heard.
Dude, okay, so he's first of all, the guy freaks out and starts stabbing the turkey, and the family's like, "Whoa, that's fucked."
We all know the best turkey with a face scene is not from that movie.
It's the dinner scene from Thanksgiving.
Clearly.
The incest storyline from Amityville 2, which I was not
Brother stole
expecting.
the panties. He opens it up and is like, panties. And all you can think about is like, why would the director include this unless this is like something
A
that
plot
needs
point?
to occur?
Yeah.
No, like, where would you even get the idea that like, I don't even know what that means. Is that like an Italian thing? Like, taking your panties. That means you're mine. It's like a promise ring. Whoever steals thy panties. Whatever.
Gross.
And they clearly are going to have sex. They start making out,
Mm-hmm.
and as we've learned, there is a graphic scene involved in this that we did not see. Fucking disgusting. Fucking disgusting. And we're supposed to believe that this is because he's possessed. But what about the
The
sister?
sister. But, well,
And there are
she
scenes later.
admits to it that she enjoyed it and she doesn't feel guilty about it.
Dude, later in the movie, she goes up to her brother's room and is like, "Do you feel bad about it?" Like, she's like, "I don't.
Yeah.
I'm cool with this." It's like, what is this? Like, this is the most fucked up thing.
And she goes to the priest to like admit it to him and ends up running out of the thing.
Yeah, and the priest looks through the curtain. I don't know if they're supposed to do that. Let me check out who this pervert is.
I mean, they must.
I mean, wow, how could you not?
I would.
I definitely would. There was a cool scene, though. In her confession, she goes, I went all the way with my friend. And the priest, does his typical, like, yeah, well, don't do that.
You're right.
You're done. We're done here. He goes, "Well, why does he do it?" And she goes, "He does it to hurt God." And I was like, all right, if it wasn't just fucking disgusting and that you were in on it, like, and that you weren't like enjoyable,
Yeah.
you were an active participant in it. Listen, it's rape, no matter what. But they paint in this movie, they do not paint it like she was like taken advantage of in any way.
She was very consensual.
Yes. Yeah. In this movie, they make it very clear. Like,
And like, I agree with you because I thought that line was cool at first, but then I was like, then why do you do it?
right. You're right. It should be very much like her being.
Really, when you think about it, when you pop in Amityville 2, the possession, that's not what you're expecting.
No, you're not.
And also the fight at the dinner table from Amityville 2 that just erupts into fucking insanity for like a split second.
Now, my favorite scene in movie history, which I say every week, but it just keeps getting worse and worse. There's just no level to the level of shit we watch. So, we see the father hanging the mirror. He is hanging the mirror. I rewound it to check. Hangs up the mirror and is like, look at that. Or he goes, what do you think? And the mom says, I think we're a very lucky family. And then they sit down to eat. This is in the dining room where the mirror is. It's like right above the bar, like a bar area. And they're eating dinner, and the whole fucking house shakes. Like, clearly, everyone's like, what the fuck? Even though it's just a camera movie. And it's like an earthquake or something. And the mirror falls. And it doesn't even make, like, dude, the glass doesn't even break.
It just, like, slightly...
tips over.
Yeah.
And, like, knocks over a glass.
Yeah.
That also doesn't break. And, dude, as soon as it does, it cuts to the family table. And immediately, everyone at the same time, like... There's no hesitation. They all just start screaming at each other. The dad is screaming, God damn it! And he's looking at the son, and the son is screaming, don't even look at me, I didn't do it! But, like, they're not responding to each other. Like, the dad stands up, and as he's saying God, the son's saying, don't look at me, I didn't even do it. And so it's like, they're not even listening to each other. And at the same time, the daughter's screaming at the top of her lungs, stop it, stop it, stop it. And then the mom finally is just like, stop the fighting. Ever since we've got here, all you've done is fight.
Also, they were all sitting there. They all know none of them did that.
Yes. That's the craziest part. And the dad hung the mirror.
Yes, it would be his fault for hanging it poorly.
Like, if he was going to blame the son. And, like, I guess, like, what was the point? Are we supposed to believe this guy is just abusive and blames everyone else? Because, frankly, it didn't matter. He does enough terrible shit in this.
Yeah.
That was the least of his... That was, like, his best dad moment. I mean, that's not far off from maybe what my dad would
That's
do.
totally a
Yeah, that's normal.
family dinner for us.
That's normal. Yeah. It's so unnecessary, because the rest of the shit he does is god-awful.
Yeah, right.
And they're just like, God damn it, you piece of shit.
Fucking Burt Young.
I never laughed so hard at a scene, I don't think, in any movie we did. I was just so random. Mirror falls and everyone just starts screaming at each other. Votes?
Pipe pieces.
Pieces.
Bruce Lee. That scene,
That is probably the hardest I laughed at any other movie.
it was insane. I mean, you were just like so taken aback by it. Like, why did that's like up there with like the Cabin Fever pancakes. I don't know if we compared it to that when we saw it, but that's like when I saw Cabin Fever and that kid at the end when he's like, pancakes, and then like kung fu flips in the air.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, why did I just waste my time on this?
I got a text message from Joe and she said, Paul, you have to watch Pieces. And then like, you'll know why or something, or you'll know when it happens. And I watched it and I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to be seeing? I was like, this is pretty awesome. And then that happened and I was like, no fucking way.
I can't believe that's why you told him to watch it.
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right. Last two categories. The Willow Creek Award for Worst Movie. Ginger Dead Man 2, Passion of the Crust.
Great name.
The Mangler. Jin. It's Alive. Rob Zombie Halloween 2. Slumber Party Massacre 3. Yeah, I know. I thought about that. I thought about that.
There's no way it's worse than Ginger Dead Man or Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Oh, I hate Slumber Party Massacre 3 more than life itself.
That's fine. It's not worse than Ginger Dead Man.
Yes, it is.
You would rather watch Ginger Dead Man 2?
Yes.
What?
Dude,
Joe, because it wasn't filmed like from a mile away with a
At
whole
least things
VCR
happen.
camera.
It didn't
Joe, also they call the cops and he's like, yeah, probably bluffing. And it's like, I might as well just send you over after your shift. And then there's so many red herrings and people that just don't need to be involved. And the killer's wearing white pants.
That's funny.
You never wear white pants.
It's funny. That's funnier than anything Ginger Dead Man
Dude, that
said.
was not supposed to be funny.
That's fine. It's still funnier than anything that Ginger Dead Man said, which was supposed to be funny.
That's a good argument. That's
All
a
right,
good
I'm
argument.
with Joe.
That's a solid argument.
I'm on the bandwagon.
Is Ginger Dead Man 2 taking the Willow Creek home?
It's that or Halloween 2.
Halloween 2 is really
You know
bad.
what? You know what? I vote for Halloween 2 because Ginger Dead Man 2 didn't have a slow down version of Love Hurts.
Love Hurts.
And it's stuck in my head for fucking weeks.
I think it played Love Hurts twice in it. I think you got the original
Yeah,
during the
you
movie.
definitely did.
And then and a
Joe,
white
you look
horse.
like you're gonna be sick.
Halloween 2.
Halloween 2? Give it to him?
Give it
Do
to
we
him.
want to honor Rob, though?
I think it's okay in this instance.
I mean, I guess it's not really an honor. So let's just think about the legacy of this. This is a big award.
Who won last year?
Willow Creek.
Probably Willow Creek.
Willow Creek's 10 times better than Halloween 2.
Are you sure?
Yo, yeah, yes.
You forget.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
Nobody, nothing happened in a tent for like 90% of the movie, which was, I would rather watch anything in a tent for the entirety of Halloween 2.
Halloween 2 is really bad.
What if you were in the actual tent
I would rather.
and there was sand in it?
I mean, I'd be uncomfortable.
Joe hates
I
fucking
hate
sand.
fucking sand.
I hate sand too. I would never go to a beach ever.
Ju-
Anyway, Rob Zombie 2 or Rob Zombie Halloween 2?
Yes.
Rob Zombie Halloween 2. Rob Zombie, congratulations. You have won the Willow Creek Award. You are in.
Rob, I'm not congratulating you.
I mean, we did say that some of those scripts were actually better than the actual.
You're right.
movie.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So I think it's fair that
And yeah.
And to be fair, Ginger Dead Man 2 is not even a movie.
What do you mean?
It's just there. It's just something that exists.
And then the last award here is it Scary to Watch Award for the best movie we watched. Castle Freak, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which I think we should remove. Although
good.
I don't know, The Loved Ones. It's Alive. Stepfather 3.
What?
Wait.
Seriously?
Me and Paul like it.
not that much.
Thank you.
I just like how they totally wrote the guy out and give him facial surgery in the opening scene.
That movie has a kid watching new. That kid should be a mangle expert.
Oh, you're right.
Watch
You're
news.
right.
Holy
I
shit.
see my dad got plastic surgery. And
Dude,
is actually
that
this
kid
killer.
might
He's a
be
mangle
that kid might be better than the actual mangle.
He's a mangle expert.
Oh, this guy on TV is missing and 40 years older than my dad. Must be the same guy with facial surgery.
Here's a dark horse. Dr. Giggles.
That's best.
It's a good movie.
That's best.
Yeah. Joe, we didn't watch a lot of great movies.
Sean.
Do you need to look at our list. Dr. Giggles surprised us.
We watched like Day of the Dead, Army of Darkness.
Oh, I forgot those were part of the part 3s. I didn't even include them because they were just so
Peace is a million times better than that.
Phantasm.
Okay.
And Dolls.
Why is Dolls then?
What?
Because I really like Dolls. I think this show's broke my brain.
Jesus Christ.
I actually think I like Rumpelstiltskin more than like 4 of those.
Yeah, like I would.
Like, where the fuck did this come from?
None of these. This is bullshit.
All right.
The answer is Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, the answer is Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Like, what were the other part 3s we watched that were really good?
You know why? Because I didn't write down those good
Prom
ones.
Night? Yes,
3.
yes.
Prom Night
So
3
better than
is
half
so
the things you
good.
listen.
I don't know. It's Alive. It's really good. Stepfather 3 was a joke. I was just trying to get you.
Yeah, I figured that.
I like.
I'm more
Dr.
offended by the other ones you included.
Prom Night 3 was my biggest surprise.
Yeah, those are your dark horse.
Halloween 2 is my white horse.
No, a lot of the part 3s I forgot. Like until you said that, I didn't write them down because I was like,
Exorcist 3?
I was like, I know.
That was a really good.
that was a fucking really good.
that was
movie.
God tier.
You know what? I would put that over Texas Chainsaw if we're taking Texas Chainsaw out. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I would put that as the best movie. That like,
And it's legitimately scary to watch.
I don't agree with that, but I just thought it was a really good movie.
Really?
You don't agree with Exorcist 3 being scary?
No, I don't think it's scary, but I think it's really
Did you
good.
see the fucking giant hedge clipper scene?
Is it scary to watch? Yeah, I wasn't
about
even
the
surprised by
burning?
that.
Wait, is this the Scary to Watch award?
Yeah.
The Burning definitely should. What? This list sucks. The Burning?
The fuck, man?
Listen, this was the last one I did. I was like writing it as I was coming over. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good ones. Would you put Poltergeist in there?
No.
I hate Poltergeist. Luther the Geek?
No. Come on.
Except for the scene when he's running.
Child's Play 3?
Child's Play 3
Yeah.
is actually
That's not bad.
That's sweet.
That's not bad.
that holds up well.
Yeah. Do you hear this fucking bell out here?
It's been for like 45
I
minutes.
know. It won't fucking stop.
It's fucking Chili's needs to get their shit under control.
We should have gone to the Chili's. My wife was really pissed that we weren't going to Chili's. Like, she was like, just go. I was like, we're going to get kicked out.
Just shout over
Well,
people.
of course you're gonna get kicked out when you pulled out 3 giant microphones and asked for where there's a plug to plug all
We
your
need a
shit
lot
in.
of plug.
Wait, what are you doing?
I feel like, though, if I went in there and I was like, listen, guys, like, this is what
It's
we're
free
doing.
publicity, Chili's.
And especially at night, like,
Chili's really needs our publicity.
there's no way that they have people in there at like the last hour of their thing. Although we would need like 4 hours. It takes us forever.
Isn't there a bar in Chili's?
Yeah.
Yes.
No doubt there will be people there.
There's always people.
No, at the bar, but the bar's separate from like we need a
Yeah.
fucking booth.
Dude, Killer Clowns from Outer Space should have got nominated.
No, I shouldn't.
What?
I'm kind of with Sean on that.
Over.
Well, over some of them.
I'd rather
yeah.
watch Stepfather 3. Guys, here's the thing.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you
I
would
like
not.
Stepfather 3.
Dude,
I thought it was
Go
super
home
fun.
and watch them back to back. Do me a favor.
Dude,
Just
I remember what happened, and it was not exciting at all. It was super fucking
The
boring.
guy bangs ladies.
Yeah. The kid watches them bang.
Okay.
Oh, is that cool?
Super cool, ruining kids' lives, corrupting children.
Yeah. No, it's not cool.
It's not. But I like that movie.
No, you didn't.
Town That Dread Sundown.
I think you're confusing the word "like" with something.
I didn't absolutely
Watch that movie.
I liked that movie.
Oh, man, that's funny as shit. Well, that's the Stannys, guys, so thank you for that.
Yay!
Didn't really want the Stannys to go into our 100th episode, but it did, so deal with it.
Paul, Bryn Webb on Twitter wants to know: is it true that you got your wiener caught in a VCR?
No. Wait. No.
Wait, why'd you say wait? Yeah,
Was that a rumor?
it is now.
Oh, fuck.
Ryan S wants to know: what's your favorite Yui Bowl film involving Houses of the Dead?
Probably House of the Dead.
It's a safe answer.
Yeah.
Okay. I know. He's so confused. So 100 episodes, guys. Paul, you've been on a lot of them. Did you listen to our movie rating one a couple weeks ago?
Yes.
What'd you think? Did you think I rated things accurately or
No,
poorly?
I did not, Sean. I did not think you accurately rated some of that shit.
How do you rate stuff? Like, do you rate anything? You should get on Letterboxd. I know Joe's been bothering you about it, and like not in a good way. He's kind of just been trolling you about it, but you should join.
I haven't been trolling him.
Joe, it's not a day that goes by that I'm not fucking harassed by you.
Yeah, but about Letterboxd.
Yeah.
The Letterboxd thing, Joe would be like, "Did you join Letterboxd?" And Paul was like, "No." And then like 3 seconds later, Joe's like, "Did you join Letterboxd?"
I don't know. I mean, ratings are
tough,
hard.
man. Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, yeah, this is 3 stars. This is 3 stars. And you're like, it's not bad.
Or if Sean's
I
4.5.
liked it. Everything's like an A-. Like, this rating system's fucked.
Joe Bob Briggs might have the most appalling rating.
He definitely does.
Everything is like 4.5 stars.
Except for the fog.
Yeah, it was the
I
fog.
think 1.
Which I would totally respect.
Why would he show it?
Dude, he gives everything 4 stars.
And then he
So it was
shows
like
it,
4
though.
stars. And then it was like the fog. He was so pissed. And his drive-in totals were all like sarcastic.
Was somebody
It was
just
like
making
one
him show
shitty-
it?
It was like one shitty green fog.
John Carpenter was like, listen, if you want to show the thing, you have to show the fog. He's like, fuck, all right.
So here's
Go over some of your letterbox ratings.
no,
They're
we
fucking
can't do it.
skewed, man.
We
They're
can't do that,
fucking
but
skewed.
I think the next Paul special, I think we'll do a rating. We'll do a rating episode where we just talk about ratings and stuff.
Because that
And we
worked
come
out
up
so
with a-
well.
'cause I think
that
we-
person was like, yeah, you're part 3.
I think-
Third part of part 3 is the worst.
I think we should come up with like a genuine way to rate these things, like some type of still horror show scoring, like and we'll like put it on our letterbox as like 5 stars means this, like whatever. But here's something. I went through my notes. I have every note I've ever taken on this show from before the show started, and I have ideas written down. So I wanted to share some of those with you. So one thing I found were outros that I wrote. Like I was like, these are how we're going to break up commercial. Like, well, hopefully commercials. And but it was also when we were going to do when we were doing the
trailers.
Yeah. So I had things like, hey, Joe, before we go on, I think it's time to pay the late fees on this copy of, and then we'd insert a new movie that you've been keeping for a while. Wait, this one's even better. And by the way, this is before we did the show. So like we hadn't done a single movie yet. All right, Joe, before we go on, I'm going to need you to head to the basement and make your weekly payment to the ghoulies for keeping us safe.
I'll be right back.
I may have left. Like just walked out. Not doing this.
Oh my God. Terrible ideas. I also had some show ideas. So like one of my first ideas was like talk Freddy versus Jason versus Michael Myers and who's better. And like I look back on that, I'm like, that's so fucking stupid. It's unbelievable.
So generic.
So generic. Yeah. I think one of the things about our show is like we try and now make it like, and it usually comes off over the top and bad, but at least we're doing something different. Fucking Stannys. Terrible, terrible concept. And we're on year 2 doing it like we didn't learn a lesson last year. Pretty sure like at like the episode after the Stannys last year, I was like, I'm never doing that again.
You said that until like 2 weeks ago, until somebody told you to.
I also had one where I said special eps where one of us watches the remake and the other watches the original, which is a really bad idea, but it ended up spawning like the boot or reboot thing, which I think is a pretty cool idea, which we never did after. And I was going to have this ready for today. I ran out of time though. And this is an idea I've had literally since before the show started. Is it porn or is it horror? And I was going to have them ready for you guys. The next Paul episode, I will have it prepared. I will play you guys a clip of audio clip. And you're going to have to tell me if it's porn or if it's horror.
Nope.
It's going to be sexy weightlifting.
Do visual.
No.
It's just Amityville too. That's his sister.
But yeah, I think there's some like really good. I think that could work.
Remember that Adam Sandler CD?
Sex or weightlifting?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was.
It inspired you?
No, I mean I thought about it after.
Actually, Toll Booth Willie, but
no, it's a different segment. It's not Toll Booth Willie.
yeah, I fucking.
Why would you? It's a terrible joke.
Fuck me, the goat ass.
Oh man,
The goat. Oh, you superimposed me. The fuck superimposed?
wait, was that CD funny?
Yes, CD is fucking hilarious. Like it's got
the
that
condoms. Hey, sex yourself,
dude. At a medium pace, I listen to like that's actually a different album though. Think, oh yeah, piece of shit guy. Medium pace is a different album, I think, at a medium pace. But I listened to that recently, and I was crying. I was laughing so hard, and I was like, I was listening to this shit in 6th grade,
Yeah.
and I had no idea what the fuck he was talking.
Yeah,
Shove that shampoo bottle up my ass at a medium pace. Like what the?
I never had the CDs, but we used to go to our buddy Greg's.
Yeah.
Go to Greg loved.
And I used to go to his house, and we just play fucking WCW, NWO Revenge,
And listen.
and listen to that.
I remember his birthday party. We just sat in his basement and listened to the one with
Best party ever.
the Lonesome Kicker.
Dude, that song is so fucking funny.
The psychiatrist one where he just keeps farting. So stupid.
All of them are insanely stupid. There's one about a cult too. What's the cult?
Yeah.
They're like chanting.
Oh,
I forget.
Nighttime is the
The
right
nighttime is the right time. But the goat, dude, the goat is like,
Steve Polychronopoulos.
oh my god! Holy shit! Why don't we have a Adam Sandler podcast?
Because we're the only three people in the world
That think this is
that are laughing this hard at it.
Dude, the goat is like amazing. The goat is like comic.
It's super.
The fuck is superimposed? Oh my god! Yeah, take me off this truck. Let's go to that roller coaster.
The one where they're all in a car, and he's like, "Yeah, it reminds me of the time." But this homeless guy fucked him in the ass.
Dude, are those albums homophobic? Probably.
Yeah, most definitely.
They probably are not.
Well, you
They
could
probably
do
don't
that in
fly.
the late 90s.
Yeah, no, you probably wouldn't fly
mid
today.
late 90s. Different times, man.
It was different times. It was very different. Dude, Fatty McGee, it's just a guy breathing heavy because he had to go up the stairs. And everyone's making fun of him.
Yeah, that would not be cool.
It is because he's just like, hi guys. Like there's nothing funny about it. And they're like, oh, it's Fatty McGee. It's a terribly mean, like, fuck. Oh, it's so.
I'm sure our fans are so happy.
Dude,
Yeah.
I would be. I'd be fucking thrilled.
If you guys if you're too young to remember that album, you guys should check it out. No, you shouldn't, because you'll be like, these guys are fucking assholes.
Blame it on Adam Sandler.
Well,
I'm blaming it on David Spade. Fuck that guy.
let's get it to David Spade sucks.
He sucks.
Let's get to the
Jim Brewer's goat.
goat boy.
That's funny.
Dude, I want to hear you go through old notes from episodes and read like 3 lines and see if we can figure out what it is.
I was thinking, I think we should release them as like a book. My notes are so stupid.
Release as a book.
Let's read some viewer mail that we got. Listener mail. Mailbag.
Mailbag.
KCC. I haven't even read these. Again, I'm a terrible host. Happy 100th episode, nerds. Well, god damn it, Casey.
What the
Thanks for all the comedy gold, making me watch terrible, terrible films, and helping me avoid work by hosting Google Hangouts. I feel God in this Chili's tonight. Keep being gems. Thanks, Casey. She sent that to us, and that was where we got the idea for Chili's, is from The Office. But I hadn't thought about that. When she posted that, I laughed so fucking hard. I still think about it like once a month. I feel God in this Chili's tonight, because it is like the funniest thing to say. It's so fucking stupid. Riley, our homie from Texas, who's going to help us out making hats one of these days. Once I get the fucking design done, we're going to be making some snapback hats.
Can't wait.
Oh,
Yeah, very limited, very limited. But he says, hey, bro, thank you all so much for doing the show. It's super great. I have a question. So I get really stupid when I watch movies, and everything surprises me. I've literally never figured out a twist in a movie before it happens. Wanted to know what's a really blatantly obvious twist in a movie that you honestly didn't see coming. Have you had this experience?
obvious that we didn't see coming?
I don't know. I don't really catch a lot of them.
I don't
either.
catch it.
And I think
in fact, I think most people lie when they say they do.
I agree. And I don't know if
Oh,
we've
like
had-
Sixth Sense?
Anybody who says we've said that on the show before.
Yeah.
Anybody that says that is a fucking liar.
Bruce Willis didn't get the check. She reached right through him.
What?
What?
Yeah, dude. U.S. Marshals, it was obviously Robert Downey Jr.
Okay, stop it.
Okay, I'm just saying.
What is that? What are you arguing?
I don't even know what he's saying right now. It's like he's speaking Greek.
In the Sixth Sense, the chick fucking reached right
All right,
through Bruce
did
Willis.
you pick up on that
Yeah.
immediately?
Because I had somebody talking about it beforehand.
Yeah, yeah.
So I see that shit from a mile away.
Now, your friend Brian
Yes,
claims to have guessed that,
he did.
and that is not true.
I do not believe that to be true.
I'm sorry, that is not true. I don't think anybody saw that coming, unless you heard it. You might have heard it
Right, but
subconsciously.
in Brian's defense, he did. I did bring that up to him. I was like, maybe you heard somebody say that.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's probably possible.
I think that's what
I think
happened.
I heard it subconsciously when Joe was telling it directly to me. Because I usually just tune him out.
You didn't see when. How old were you when you saw it?
Joe,
I saw it like 3 years ago.
it was shortly after it came out. I think we rented it on VHS from Cheshire Video and Disc. Do you remember when I was watching Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Yep.
The original or the remake?
The one with
Well, the
Sutherland.
Donald Sutherland one.
I had a roommate go to Paul's door because Paul banned me from his room because I was trying to spoil everything for him. So I had our roommate knock on his door and tell him the ending when he opened it.
There's like literally 4 minutes left in the movie.
So what did he say?
Donald Sutherland's a fucking alien at the end.
I didn't know.
And then he walks out, he's like, "Meow." And I was like, fuck you, Joe, you motherfucker.
And that's such a good
He
ending.
was so mad at me. I'm not the one that spoiled it.
Joe, if you didn't fucking tell him, it never would have been spoiled.
That's such a good ending too. It's such an incredible ending in like movie history.
To answer this kid's question,
I think I'm.
the
I
village, because I didn't know it was a twist.
Does I don't pass. Don't even get me worked up.
think. Why are you mad about that?
Sean, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to the theater and the fucking twist, like halfway through, when you see that the monsters are fake, I'm like, oh fuck, monsters are fake. And then from that point on, I didn't realize there was a twist, and people started clapping at the end. It's like, I don't get it. And they're like, well, it actually takes place in modern time. And like, yes, I know. He said that they moved to the village because his fucking brother was shot in a fucking alley, meaning an alley in a fucking city, which means it's not the fucking 1700s because it's obviously present fucking time.
Is this true? I never caught up. I never caught that.
Yeah.
Oh, you were supposed to think that it was.
No, I know.
Oh.
Like I didn't pick up on the alley thing.
Oh, I didn't either.
I did because I fucking hated every second of it.
I just always assumed it was modern times.
I was just like, there's nothing. Yeah.
You know what? I kind of
I
think
think
I
I
did
climbed the
too.
fucking wall, but I was just like,
You know what? I don't mind the village.
Yes, you do. Just stop it.
You guys are just
no. This is the worst.
joining on the bandwagon.
I-
So to answer this question,
He built the bandwagon.
Do I have to remind you of the first time I got kicked off IMDb? It's about 2 seconds after I watched that movie.
that's so funny. You've been kicked off IMDb twice. So Riley, to answer your question, I think we all kind of fall into that category. I don't think, except Paul, who apparently sees everything coming. Although I don't doubt it. I mean, he absorbs everything.
Yeah.
But to me, I just I get soaked into it too. I don't see anything coming.
Yeah,
I'm usually
same.
pretty much surprised. So we're with you.
I am too.
There you
Don't cut me out. Except for that Angelina Jolie flick, Taking Lives. I saw that shit. I was like, that's fucking Ethan Hawke written all over it.
But that's it.
Yeah, and then you saw her boobs. That's cool.
it.
I think he's gonna name like that's what I was hoping.
U.S. Marshals. The
No, it's just those.
Mothman Prophecy.
Mothman prophylactic, I think you mean. Joe, are you afraid of the Mothman prophecies?
You are derailing this entire episode.
You're afraid of Mothman. You're afraid. Joe is afraid of the Mothman. That's a fact.
Are you afraid of Mothman
Yeah.
prophecies?
See?
Paul's afraid of the bye-bye man.
Pee-pee poo-poo man. Justin Lore, for the 100th episode, all I'll say is you guys are so rad. I'm totally okay with you not loving Halloween 3, which now we do love. We've learned to love. Here's to another 100 episodes. Here's to another 100 episodes. Fuck Paul forever.
Oh, yeah.
Like his style.
Boosh Moosh, OG guy.
Yep.
We've known him for a long time. He says, so I saw your message about a DM for episode 100. Just wanted to tell you guys congrats. I've been listening for a long time now, and somehow you guys have only gotten better. That's nice. Tell Paul I said, what's up?
What's up? What's
And
up, homie?
congrats again, and here's to 100 more episodes. These are really nice messages.
Yeah, this is nice people. Except for the last guy.
Ryan S. Ryan S. Hey guys, just a few things. He says, thanks for the Jim Jones of Halloween 3 cult moniker. I called him that because he's like the first guy only guy that likes Halloween 3 genuinely. He says, I'm all about that shit. Will the films in the next serial killer series be scary to watch? Well, we're doing Nightmare on Elm Street.
When are we doing that?
Huh?
When are we doing that?
Well, that's why we kind of do the Stannys, is to give us a break so we can recharge.
out,
And
yeah.
And so it's going to be, I don't know if it'll be our next episode. It was supposed to be our next episode, but we might have to rearrange
I'm going to
because Joe's
California.
going to California.
Is it just Nightmare or is it Wes Craven?
It's the Nightmare franchise.
Okay. Including the remake?
Yes.
Oof.
Ugh.
Maybe you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I know. I've been debating
You should
it.
include Freddy vs. Jason.
Well, so there's a
Why would you not?
there's literally a documentary I've talked about it. It's like 6 hours, and it goes through every Nightmare on Elm Street.
I feel like I have to watch it.
Well, we'd have to watch it for this, but then again, why wouldn't people just watch that? I mean, I guess it's to hear our commentary on it.
Yeah.
It could
I'm
be
pretty
good.
sure they don't.
I do want to talk about.
Oh, I definitely want to do
They
that.
probably don't
Yeah.
bash the shit out of it.
Yeah, they probably. Oh, I'll tell you what.
You know, it was nice to have a break, but I can't wait to get back into movies.
I know. Me too. We've had a huge break. Robert Englund is such a fucking dick bag in that documentary. That's where I've talked about it. That's where he's like, in part 6, you know, I walked with a limp because my glove was heavy, and I said, "Oh, that's a really good character."
Is Robert Englund English?
No.
Might as well
Who knew?
call him Robert American.
So that answers that. Will there ever be a sweet 80s style Goblins theme song? As you know, we are Goblins, are our fans. No. Probably not.
Dude, just get a synth, bro.
A guitar.
And then the last question is Stannys at Chili's, which
Happened tonight.
there's God. Next email. Thom Tum. Our homie Thom Tum writes in. This email cracked me up. He said he missed out on the Rob Zombie screenplays and the Letterbox challenge due to school and work. So he wanted to talk to us here, and he said, I wanted to share a story that happened a couple months ago when my wife and I were driving up the Oregon coast. I downloaded a couple of the more recent podcast episodes at the time to my iPhone, and I was listening to it in the car as I drove. My wife was asleep in the passenger seat, and I guess her phone was moving around in her pocket or something, and somehow accidentally called her aunt. So then her aunt is terrified because she hears two men discussing a girl tied up. He says it was the review of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D, or Texas Chainsaw 3D, with Trey's songs. And she thinks her niece is now kidnapped and about to be murdered by two guys talking about a girl being tied up with a chainsaw. She hung up and called her back frantically, and my wife woke up very entertained by the entire misunderstanding. She stayed awake for the rest of the episode, and now her and I always say the infamous words, "Do your thing, cuz."
Oh, no.
That the lead actress says to Leather.
That's amazing.
I know. Isn't that crazy? He also says, I have a question for you and Joe. If you guys were crafting your own horror film, well, and Paul, if you guys were crafting your own horror films, what signature weapon would the killer use? I'm excited to hear about this. I'm excited to hear the Stannys episodes. Congrats on 100 episodes. Thanks for the laughs and insight, and I look forward to 100 more. The artist formerly known as Tom Thumb, a.k.a. Thomas W., a.k.a. Young Pizza God.
Pizza guy.
That's his Instagram handle.
Yeah, it's awesome. So what was the question? If you have a
What
craft
weapon?
your own horror film, what's the signature weapon your killer would use? I mean, most of the good ones are used, right? You got chainsaws.
Machete's a great one, but that's so overused.
I do like the machete.
Don't like the butcher's knife. You don't have good range.
What
You
about
can't
battle
stab.
axe?
Like a mace.
It's big and fucking heavy, though.
Mace would be a good one.
Why hasn't anyone used the mace? Like you just,
Like a mace or a fucking morning star.
what's
The morning star is the one on the chain
okay? See, I like
with
the
the
mace
spikes.
more.
The mace is like a.
I like the mace more, dude. You fucking, you're like you can explode a head with a mace.
Oh yeah.
What about-
disgusting?
Fuck.
A guitar?
Dildo.
Well,
Oh, we saw that in Death Guess.
Yeah, it was epic.
It was.
what's that thing called? Where they put you in a bowl and they just pour molten lava on you.
I don't know. I didn't know there was a name.
Isn't the Brahmin bowl the Rocks move? Isn't that what
Oh
it got
yeah,
from?
maybe
Yeah, they should use that in movies more.
yeah. Sure, I guess. They did it in Game of Thrones.
Any medieval did they?
Yeah, it was awesome.
They pour
Oh
gold.
shit! I might have to watch it.
It was brutal. It's in season 1.
Oh shit!
Was it in season 1?
Yeah.
I watched season 1.
They just pour. They melt gold and pour it on them.
It's crazy too. Like, think about that. You're like your body's like melting kind of under it. Like,
Dude, medieval weapons are so heavy, they just destroy faces.
have you seen the medieval fighting leagues that are popping up in America now?
Oh, I've seen that they have them in like Russia.
No, it's in America.
like M1
it's in like
Global
Brooklyn,
medieval.
of course.
Oh no, I haven't seen
Dude,
that.
they
I've
dress up as knights and hit each other with real swords
Yeah,
and shit.
well, M1 Global does that. Like what Fedor Emelianenko.
yeah,
like the
now they're doing that.
they've been doing that. They also do.
grab.
They also do like tag team MMA matches.
Oh, I've
where
seen
I
that.
can't believe that's not illegal. And I saw an article that said,
Can't believe that's not illegal in Russia.
Dude,
You've seen the way they drive?
dude. But it's like
I've seen guys pull out guns on the highway.
Dude, Russian dash cam.
it's so
Are
fucking
insane.
insane. It's so insane.
I can't believe they have tag team MMA matches.
Yeah, because like if you eliminate someone, it could be like 4-on-1.
Yeah, I know.
It's
nuts.
it's fucking
fucking
insane.
brutal. But it's no more insane than anything else they do. So I vote Mace, I think.
Yeah,
That'd be fucking pretty badass.
this is cool. I like a Morningstar though.
Yeah. A welder. Just torch people's faces.
A blowtorch.
Like a
Straight
welder.
up flamethrower.
David A., our homie from the UK. Hey, lads, just a quick one to say congratulations on hitting 100 episodes, and here's to many more. Not only have I found the ideal way to get me through Monday mornings at work, or Tuesdays, depending on how early the Patreon eps come out. Well, that feels like a bit of a jab. But I have watched many films I otherwise never would have. Mainly a good thing. It also made me some pretty sweet friends on Twitter into the bargain, which I definitely agree with. I love everything about the show, and I think you boys should be proud of what you've done, and also the sense of community you've created amongst the goblins. Congratulations again. Owen Paul is a jerk, or something along those lines. Cheers, Dave.
He's right. Guy sucks. Paul sucks.
That's a really nice lyric. Here's Tony W. Sorry again for making you watch popcorn. I thought the whole movie theater fundraiser thing was fun. That's why I partially enjoyed the movie. You do not have to. Don't
Stop
feel
it.
bad.
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
Don't need to defend yourself.
it's not even it's like we ripped it to shreds and we called it like garbage, but like
It was.
I don't think it's that bad compared to a lot of other.
Joe's invited me over to watch 5 movies in one sitting that are worse than that.
100%.
That's
Yeah, just absolutely.
But that's
trash.
like the part, right? That's like the point. Like, it's bad, but it's fine.
Yeah.
We all like
It's bad, but it's funny to talk about. The
I
shit
put
Joe makes me.
Stepfather 3 in the best movies.
The shit Joe fucking makes me watch those. Just not. It's not funny.
That's not true.
It's Joe. It's not funny.
No, I came
Like
over,
what?
That's why I
came
stopped.
over
That's
for
why I
like-
stopped hanging out with you. I'm not coming over anymore.
I came over like
Come over on Saturday.
I came over for like 15 minutes during that shark marathon, and I was watching the grainiest piece of shit I've ever seen, and I was like,
that was
I'm
the best
out.
one. Wasn't that Ghost Shark?
No, Ghost Shark.
No, he
started,
was
and
watching.
that's
He was
when I left.
watching Anthropophag Shark.
Dude, it was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, in my fucking life. Like, nothing
No.
made sense.
No,
Joe-
that wasn't even close to worst. I've seen.
Well, I mean, Dead Body Man.
no. I've seen worse shark movies
I have two.
at my house.
Probably
That was actually
hour and a half later.
Yeah, that was actually the second annual shark movie sitting.
Oh my god, that was so bad. But she said, but honestly, the rest was garbage. My bad. Don't again. Here's my very random question that frankly has bothered me for some time. Does it bother you that most of you guys have seen Wishmaster? Mm-hmm. Wishmaster?
That's another one with the gin, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw it a while ago.
Does it bother you that most of Wishmaster's kills in every movie are not actually the result of someone saying, I wish that? Also, think of a wish you would have for the Wishmaster and how he would twist it to make it messed up.
Solid question.
It.
I guess it does bother me. No, and I don't think I've ever thought about
She
it.
gives us some references here too. We can watch.
Nice, this is awesome.
Wait, does Wishmaster suck?
Wishmaster looks like fucking trash, and I think Tioni has just made up for popcorn by showing this to us. So what was his wish in that?
I do not remember
He said,
that.
I'd love for
one
you to
bit.
go through me.
Yeah, yeah. He goes, well,
But he
the
never
only way
says
in is
wish, right?
No.
no. He says the only way to get in is through me. And he's like, and I would like to see that or something. Or that's something I'd like to see.
All right. So, do you guys have a wish that the Wishmaster could do? I'd say
give me $1 billion, but he would insert it one by one up my ass.
we're like that's probably what would happen in coins.
Yeah.
I don't
Or
know.
giant gold bars.
No, I know how it would go.
The only things I can think of are just like things that he would end up shoving up my ass. Like it'd be like, get rid of Paul. And he'd be like, okay. Shove Paul up my ass. Like, that's the only thing I can actually think of on this. All right. And that's a wrap. We are out of time for sure. I wish we had more time, but we don't.
Get rid of Paul.
What?
Get rid of Paul.
Okay.
I would love to see you go through Paul.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We didn't even get to talk about Peter Rottentail's director talking about us or writer talking about us at that event, but whatever. Maybe we'll save it for another episode.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much. Rate, review, subscribe on iTunes, and thank you for 100 fucking episodes. God damn it. You guys are the best. We really appreciate it. We love you guys all so much. Next week might be a movie. I don't know if we're going to start whatever we call it, serial killer next week, but it'll be either the week after or shortly thereafter. So that's it. Rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. That's the best way to help us. If you can't help monetarily, patreon.com/IHateHorror. You can donate. And we do bonus episodes, things like that. Or store.IHateHorror.com. We've got Goblin shirts, horror show shirts, and some other shirts coming soon. IHateHorror.com, Facebook.com/IHateHorror. We're on all the other iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. You can check us out there. And we are now on Apple News. You can add the horror show to that and get us delivered to your thing. And we might start doing some writing on that site. Give Paul a little outlet.
He won't even join Letterboxd.
I know.
It's too much work. Everything would get 4 stars.
That's it, man.
The Village.
Paul, thank you for joining us for 100 episodes. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, you're
for
welcome.
doing 100 episodes. And that's it, man. Guys.
Social media.
Oh, fuck. We didn't even do that last episode. I'll plug it in. So I'm on Twitter at I Hate Horror Show, Instagram. No, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram at I Hate Horror, Snapchat at I Hate Horror. What's your thing?
I'm at Joby421 on Twitter, Boogadish1985 on Instagram, and Horror Show Joe on Snapchat.
All right, guys. For Joe and Paul, this is Sean. Stay weird.
Thank you.
Adios.